Oh, jeez.
We are currently tracking Santa, and he's flying erratically through new city. We do not know why he's out so early ahead of Christmas. It's only days away, and instead of flying his patented Santa sleigh, he's flying a helicopter. There appears to be a small child inside, but we cannot tell if that is an elf or an actual small child. We will be following them and keeping track on their updates. It appears that Santa and his helicopter, along with the small child, who has jumped out of the helicopter and ditched the helicopter, is now flying erratically towards a new studio. We do not know what Santa plans to do, but we are worried for his life and the spirit of Christmas, because multiple times he's almost crashed. We are very afraid, and this white Christmas may become a red Christmas very soon. Santa has been spotted, tumbling out of the sky, and is rapidly approaching the VRDragonHour studio at a rapidly declining altitude. Hopefully, nothing will go wrong for Santa.
Oh no! Our Santa is crashing!
Oh!
Santa!
It seems you have wandered far from the branch once again. Here lies a reality where dreaming minds can freely roam the infinity without fear. And if you wish to stay, we will be pleased to have you join in, for this is the VRDragonHour. Now introducing Ashley the Dragon, Cybids, Chum Bomb, and Official Zay. Today's guest is ACH.
1.
Hi everyone, welcome to the VRDragonHour. This is our Christmas special, and I'm Ashley the Dragon.
I'm Psy. What's up?
Wow, we have an exciting Christmas special, don't we?
I'm tired. I'm really tired. That's
Why are you tired? I mean, well, we did the.
Over the last 2 days, I've been doing nothing but playing Halo Infinite for a total of 14 hours. So, That's probably why. It's a fun
that, like,
game.
Is that a free? Is it a free game?
The
Like, can I
multiplayer
get
is
that?
free.
Get all the-
It's really the monetization in
Okay.
that is really bad though. So I was just doing the
I'm
campaign.
lousy at games, so.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
So you've been playing that just nonstop. Oh, you know.
Yeah, I've kind of been.
Oh,
I did
jeez.
some Christmas present wrapping for some stuff I bought my cousins yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah.
Gonna help my
That's
mom
fun.
make Christmas cookies. So
I know. You know, it's funny. I've been trying to produce a special, and I'm like, we need all this, we need all these people, and we. At times, it feels like we have way too many people working on the special, and then like times it's like, where is everyone?
where are you going with this?
I'm trying to produce the show. I don't know. I'm just like, well, I think we'll talk later once we bring on our co-host.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna have we're gonna have Zay, one of our founding members of the show, join us, and unfortunately he's occupied. He wasn't able to even
Yeah.
keep something for us. So which
Yeah.
is okay. We love you, Zay. We love you. I know.
Thank
like, you're gonna be
you.
watching this, so
You're the
thank you.
man.
And we love Cynthia too. No, Cynthia is good. Cynthia has been working.
Yeah,
I'm not
she's
gonna reveal any secrets yet, but Cynthia's been putting good work on.
she's
show.
pretty. She's chilling. She's been chilling.
Well, what do you think? Are we gonna do more of these like VR Dragon hours? Like, is this the finale? What do you feel as producer?
Like, I've been busy with college. Like, my winter break started
All right.
on Thursday. So I mean, I wouldn't mind doing this more of a winter break, but I think if we were to do it more like when I'm at college and like you're busy with stuff, Cynthia's busy with stuff, like it'd be best to do it like just for holidays or
Yeah.
certain times where we know we'll all be free. So that's what I think
So,
should be a
The
good
VR
idea.
Dragon hour is us. Well, you know, we'll have to talk more with Trombomb, because I think Trombomb's our understudy. Where is Trombomb?
Where is
Wonder-
Chombum? I
where
wonder where he is.
Well, anyways, I know. We'll wait for him. We'll just see if he might be running a little late.
We'll wait for him.
Okay. Yeah, it just turns out that when you're running the show, I'm always like thinking about, do we need a sound effects person? Do you think that would be funny if we had a sound effects person?
It would depend on the sound effects, I guess. It would depend on the sound effects, because
They have to be hand curated.
yeah, because if every time someone says something slightly funny or stupid and there's like a bruh sound effect, that would get kind of annoying after a while.
Alright, so we have to have like hiring a sound effects person is like hiring a jazz musician. They have to be talented. They have to have an ear for the moments.
You're saying that like we have money to spend. What was that noise? I heard like a boom or something. That was weird. What was that?
Was crazy. We're in VR,
What?
but I heard a crazy.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Oh my God!
Santa!
It's Santa Claus.
Oh,
You made it to our show.
he made it.
Why are you here?
Oh, yes, I am sent. Well, you see, I heard there was a special going on, so I decided to stop on by and have myself a jolly old time.
How did you hear about this?
But we didn't invite you. Yeah. How did you know we were filming?
Oh, I am like God. I am all-seeing and omnipotent.
I'm scared.
Oh,
I'm-
jeez, that lore is scary. I know.
That lore is scary. That Christmas lore.
What do you, Santa? What wisdom do you want to tell our 32 viewers?
Don't fly a helicopter while drinking eggnog. I learned that the hard way.
Oh, you're flying a helicopter? Why were you?
That's very
Why are
specific.
you flying a helicopter? Don't you have your sleigh? Don't you have a sleigh that you fly?
Oh, the reindeer, they had diarrhea. I don't really want doo-doo on everyone's houses while I'm flying around.
Oh, Santa, that's awful. So you took a helicopter and you flew a
Yes, and
rotorcraft helicopter? Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Can you tell us where Zay went? Where did our co-host Zay go?
Oh, well, you see, he was gonna come help me, because I was going to be a surprise. He came to help, he,
Yeah.
fell in a vat. He's now a cookie.
Yeah. Oh no! Zay's turned into a cookie.
We gotta find
Well, what
some way to
about
reverse him.
Trombomb? Santa,
Oh,
where
wait,
are
let
you
me
guys?
go
A cookie?
I know where he is. Let me go. Let me go.
I guess our co-host turned into a cookie. That's terrible. Santa Claus.
Are you good,
Santa
bro?
Claus.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hello.
hey,
He
it's
turned into a
Trombomb.
furry. That's crazy.
Trombomb.
Hello, I'm here.
Where did Santa go?
Hi, Santa. He left. He didn't see. He's gone. Don't worry about it.
What about Zay though?
Goodbye, Tanya.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Still a
Where'd
cookie.
they go? Still a... How did you know? Did Santa Claus tell you that on the way
Yeah,
out?
before he left, he told me. Yeah. That's the story.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, sit on the chair.
You might as well sit. Might as well sit with us if you're here. You might as well take a
Alright.
seat.
Oh, he just walked through the chair.
Well, that's metal. That's metal.
Special magic.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
So how are you doing?
How you doing?
I have been doing
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I just got out of segment 1 of Driver's Ed. That's
Ooh,
Oh
congrats,
yeah.
driver boy.
yeah. It's
Don't have a-
for anyone who hasn't yet gone to Driver's Ed. Just know this: it's not hard. It's extremely easy. Just learn stuff, drive, put down answers at the end of the day. You're fine.
The test is the hard part. The driving test
There
is
you
the
go.
hard part.
Oh no, I aced.
Yeah,
I almost aced it. I got the failing, like, what you had to get to pass was 56. I got 64.
I failed twice due to very
Wow.
stupid reasons. I failed because someone else almost hit my car. So that was fun. That was fun to deal with.
When I said, I was talking about the written test. I don't
Oh.
know about the.
You have to drive. You actually have to drive
Oh,
around
yeah,
a
the
route.
actual
So, well, for me, I did.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
big stuff.
I mean, yeah, me and a few of my other classmates we did range, so I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. I was pretty good on that.
Yeah, I was doing a written driver's test, and I almost got hit by another driver.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, speaking about like getting hit, we were really trying to produce this Christmas special, and like Cynthia was like trying to become Industrial Light and Magic. She was like trying to come up with all these special effects, and we did like hours of helicopter footage, and just for that little intro you guys saw, like you know,
Yeah,
it's funny. We're still in the middle of taping it, so
and then half of that footage was
I don't
messed
know,
up, so we had to re-record it.
Yeah, it
well,
was
why did it get? It was because of the new design flaw, right? The new VR chat.
Yeah, so should I demonstrate it? Because like I'm recording it, and then it'll like mess up the camera a bit if I do that.
No, just
All right,
it's a
so-
podcast. Let's just relay it over.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. So with the new VR chat camera, they changed it so by default it isn't the 21:9 or widescreen ratio. So you have to manually adjust your zoom to that so it'll record it the same way. And if you change like your pinned cameras, you can like have them in different spots and swap between them. Sometimes it'll stop being in streaming mode. And so and with streaming mode, it directly captures the feed of the camera, not like your point of view. And so we were recording this helicopter stuff, and then it somehow, when I swapped camera, went into my point of view and not streamer mode. So it's recording me looking at the camera inside the helicopter, not getting the shots I wanted. So that was not fun at
Right.
all.
You mean the news person inside the helicopter?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I was
are
trying to
you-
record a
oh,
chase
your
scene
headset.
too. No, I was scratching my head. I need a haircut.
Oh, yeah, that was complicated. We had like we had Chomp flying it, we had the elf flying it, then we had I was piloting a helicopter. You were in there holding your arm out. getting your
Yeah,
arm
honestly,
fired that
just
way.
flying
That was
around
pretty
on my
cool.
own was way easier. I should have done that in the first place.
Well, yeah, we are in VR, so I guess you technically can fly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Chom, what do you think about the show? Like, we've been running it. You've been following it. You're probably like, I don't know. You're a fan, but also now you're here on the show. You're actually running it. So, how's it feel?
I'm a
How's it feel
fan,
to
but
be
I
in the
also
host seat?
somewhat just. It feels interesting. I'll say that much.
What do you mean dis? You said dis, like
I'm
dislike.
also a fan of. Oh,
What does that mean?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
does
Nah,
Freudian
like
slip?
I think the show does well. It's I very much enjoy like sitting down, like throwing on a game, throwing my headset, and just listening and playing games.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Chom.
games,
Oh yeah. What games
if
are you
you don't mind.
speaking of?
Speaking of games, I've been playing a few recently, very fun. Immortal Phoenix Rising and Yakuza Like a Dragon, and they're both very much fun games. And I'll say this: I'm not a person who simps, but Ichiban Kasuga.
Ichiban. Let me look up who that
Great.
is. Let me look up who that is. Where's my phone?
Ichiban Kasuga.
Ichiban.
While Sai's doing that, I could talk about Genshin Impact because
Nope.
there was a new banner out when.
Ugh.
There's a new banner out when we were filming this. And there was a new character. I don't know if it's actually new. Arataki Ito, and I didn't think I'd get him. I was just gonna go pull on Funny Banner. I was gonna be like, okay, then let me go pull on this banner. It'll be fun. It'll be whatever. Oh, I gotta go. No, that's cool. That's Arataki Ito.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this means.
I slapped my thigh like 5 times, extremely hard out of excitement. I think I might have
I don't know.
bruised it.
This provides a good banter. I like it. Well, you know, speaking of your group, so I want to say I joined your theater group because you
Oh
joined
yeah,
the group.
yeah. Ashley is
The
now a
Heretics.
official member of the VR Chat Heretics, or just
Yeah.
the Heretics as we go now.
Yeah, and who knows? We might do some more cinematic productions. Who knows what will come from it?
Who truly knows what will happen in
Anyways.
the Heretics?
Well, I think it's time to invite our guest AZH onto the show. AZH, feel free to come
Yeah,
on
I
down.
will. I'll go behind the couch so we can take
Here
a
he comes. Come on.
AZH,
seat.
don't be
Here
shy.
comes the boy.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
Hello, boy.
Oh no, we lost AZH in the studio.
Oh!
Oh, there's AZH.
He is here.
Hey,
Boy.
hey, there you are.
That was a bit scary. Just came out of nowhere.
I know. Well, that's how AZH appears. Hey there. And you got your full
Yeah, it
body set up
happens.
there.
I'm just
Look at
gonna
that.
turn off the mirror and
I'll come
Hello
sit near
there.
the come sit near the camera
Yeah.
or like the table.
I'm gonna sit.
That's a lot of particle effects.
Very
Still be seen.
sparkly. What is that? Is that VRDragon?
It is an auto base. Because Nardos are cute, because Nardos are good, and good Nardos.
Yeah. Yes.
But,
You got all these.
yeah. It's
See,
just
when
a
it comes
bunch
to
of
avatar
emission
design-
maps. Well,
See, yeah, you just. It's incredible. Like it's like sparkly. It looks like lava.
it is good.
Almost like
Indeed.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just a lot of emission map and details map stacked onto each other. Because originally I did like a specific texture, but the UV map of the Nardo is made so that the texture doesn't actually connect from the arm to the body, for example. And so I still wanted something that was flowing through the entire body without cutting. And so I just,
Yeah.
chose to make emission maps instead and detail maps because, well, it looked better and it was kind of working. I also just kept the original color animations. So
Oh,
I can
that's
switch it.
crazy. That's
Wow.
really cool.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
And so
So
that's the default
this is-
color.
you did like these insane avatars.
they
That's how we
treat you
met.
like
'Cause,
fire.
I remember meeting you. Do you remember where we met, AZH? I like to ask every guest that if you remember where we met in VR chat.
Where we met?
I'll
Well,
tell you
it was like
2 words.
in a video world, I think.
No,
I think
no, it was
in a
close.
movie
That
world.
was where
Was it?
we actually met in Sky Camp. I remember meeting you in Sky Camp, way back ago.
Skycamp.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's been a while, right?
way back.
It's been.
It has. It's really been some time, actually.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And now what's
Yes.
even cooler is you got
This isn't.
you have the full body setup. You have a pretty neat
Okay.
looking full body
It's
setup.
not. It's not actually full body. It's a trick. It's the Kinect trick, where you use a Kinect,
Yeah, it's
and
not
I'm
a-
using the Drive
true.
for VR version, because the default Kinect
Yeah,
doesn't
that's a good
allow
one.
you to get like entirely done. Whereas
Yeah.
this one, I can just pop down, and I can still move my legs and all, and it actually works like intended.
That's incredible. Yeah, the Kinect's it's a good like you can get a Kinect pretty cheap now. Most people have Kinects, so
I don't have one.
Drive for VR.
Yeah,
you
plus-
said.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, Drive for VR, but it's really easy to get one on Amazon. Even the adapter is, I mean, it's not cheap. The
Yeah.
adapter is as much as $25, for example, but it works pretty nicely. And if you scale it properly, you can do some things with it, and
Look at
it
that, you're
actually like,
jumping,
That's actually
you're
pretty
pushing your feet
smooth.
around.
it actually works.
Yeah,
And
it
the
looks good.
latency is decent. Because you can actually set,
Yeah.
like most people will say, oh, the Kinect tracking has a lot of latency. Yeah, sure, it has latency, but it depends how you set it up. Because latency will be like, oh, I'm doing all this, but if I move, you see there is latency.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's alright, it kind of
That's
works.
pretty neat. Yeah. It looks incredible. I think it's incredible. And you
That's
can bring your
pretty
avatar
cool.
to life with full body. I think at the
Yeah,
price
because,
point
like-
that the Kinect is, yeah, it seems
It
worth
is.
it.
Most people just, even if it's like a cheaper version and you cannot like fully turn around
or do things, it still kind of works, and it brings avatars so much life. And it's a pretty cheap thing to do, so it feels like a normal VR upgrade. It costs as much as buying like a face cover and some straps for your controller, so it's an upgrade that many people should consider, because it's great. You can do things with it. You can actually move.
Yeah. Well, look at that. You got yourself a really good setup, and I think part of the VR Dragon Hour here, we like to document people's VR journey, and like, how did you go from never being into VR? How did you get from that to here where you are now, full body, making your own avatars with this complex emission maps, and what was your first experience in VR? Did you ever try like those phones that go into VR headsets?
I didn't try a phone, but I have a friend who really tried everything. Like originally he was using a Quest 1 with ILVR on PC wirelessly.
Yeah.
And he tried everything. He tried the QR codes, the Nintendo tracking, the double webcam tracking, the QR code on the ground with 2 webcams tracking. He tried using phones with OVO tracker. He tried using phone with Slime VR. Then he built himself his own Slime VR thingy. And from all of the different types of full body he tried, and VR experience overall, I would say that like building your own Slime VR trackers would be the best one. Even though it's pretty high on the accessibility scale, because it's pretty hard to do. But using phones with OVO track, like even a single phone for your hip tracking is actually pretty useful, because with a single phone you can move your hip and look around without moving your whole body, which is already quite an upgrade for VR gameplay, I would say.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been on VR chat? Like now that you have your full body, how long? Is that like a year?
I don't know, maybe.
2 years?
Maybe less than a year, because I originally played VRChat because I was bored and was like, oh, I want to like have access to like an infinity of people, but I don't want to go through like social networks, because social network will recommend you thing and have a heavy impact on what you actually see. And so I tried it like on PC first, and then I was like, I wanted to get a VR headset for like maybe some weeks, and then I tried VRChat, and then I was like, okay, I'm getting one. And so maybe 1 month or 2 after starting to play VRChat, I got like a test. And it worked. The Rift test worked, and I tried to upgrade it somehow, but the problem is that, well, for example, the audio is shit, the mic is shit, the resolution is shit.
Well, you know who else has a Rift S? You know who has a Rift S? Sai.
I do. I have a Rift S.
Yes.
And an Index. I'm using the Index right now. I'm just using the Index mic.
Oh.
So I brought my Oculus Rift S to college because I care less about it, and I wanted to be able to do VR there, and it works decently. Like, the main issue with that is the cameras are built into the headset, so it requires light to track your hands, while the Index requires base stations. And I didn't have enough room for base stations there anyway, so I just brought my headset and used it there, the Rift S. It worked really well for me. I didn't really have any issues with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it works, but like recently...
What are you running?
I'm using a Quest 2 that has a link cable hooked up to a PC.
Okay.
That's a pretty good setup.
I should say, I got this PC for my brother. So my brother, if you're watching this, thank you very much for giving me your hand-me-down PC.
Yeah, thank you for letting Chom do that. Yay!
he got a better one now. He's got like
I was zooming in.
I don't know. Something pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, so you got the Rift S, and you said it's terrible for you. It's like it's got low resolution.
It was
got
not
all the camera
It
issues.
wasn't terrible. It was a very good experience for what it was. The problem is that there was so many little issues, like the mic, for example, bugging out, because it was like a first-gen Rift S.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's a little better, of course. So yeah, it all depends on what you have and like your hardware, for example, because the Rift S doesn't always work well with AMD hardware, for example, and I do use an AMD processor, so maybe it was partly because of that. But then it was really when I switched to Windows 11 and I switched my headset from the Rift S to a Reverb G2. And so, because the Rift S was literally not like working anymore, the sensors literally stopped working mid-game. And I contacted the Oculus support, and they were very nice. They answered very quickly on WhatsApp because, well, it's Facebook, so they use WhatsApp for support. And basically they told me they asked me to like send the logs and all, and that was very good. But then they just say, oh, well, you're running it on Windows 11. It's not supported yet, and then they will simply stop giving you help because for them it was not meant to work. And they asked
Bruh.
me, oh, how did you even make it work? And I've been using it with Windows 11 for as long as I've had it, basically.
Yeah.
So it really didn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, that's why I switched back to something outside of Facebook.
I see.
Yeah. That's terrible. Because I know Windows 11. I have my laptop. So should I upgrade my laptop to Windows 11? Is it
Don't.
worth it?
Oh, you should. You should because I mean it doesn't bring a lot of things. It's just more visually pleasing and more well organized. Because where Windows 10 was basically just a mashup of lots of functionalities and random things and a lot of bloatwares and spyware, Windows 11 is the same thing, but it looks better and is well organized and it's actually coherent. Would it be like graphic-wise, design-wise, and everything? It's just a more fledged-out version of Windows 10, I would say.
Yeah. Well, Sai, you were disagreeing over there. You said no. You don't believe I should.
I said that for kind of the same reasons, because it's just a repackaged Windows 10 that looks cleaner. It's like, I might as well just downgrade to Windows 7. I have a disk that I can install Windows 7 from, honestly. It's like, I don't like a Windows 10.
Yeah.
I hate the constant updating. It's like, I went in to try and fully disable the auto updating and I still couldn't fully do it. Like, I disabled Cortana because she was annoying. It's like, I should just be able to do this anyway. And like you said, spyware. There's a keylogger on by default in Windows 10. Like, why? Why is that?
That's why when I went into Windows 11, I went to the beta edition, and before that I went to the like preview release edition. And for some reason they upgraded my Windows 10 Professional Edition to Windows 10 Enterprise Edition, and then to Windows 11 Enterprise Edition. So I believe the Enterprise Edition doesn't have as much bloatware and spyware than like the Familial Edition.
Oh, I thought the Pro version was good enough. Is the Enterprise Edition, does it like turn your computer into a spaceship? What does the Enterprise Edition come with?
It doesn't really. I mean, from my experience, I have no idea about the differences because I never actually looked it up. But
I do.
from my eye,
I do.
It doesn't do any difference.
I have 2 years of business program experience. So Enterprise is basically, it's pre-set up for companies, like just for them to use. While Home, that's like for personal use.
Administrator rights.
So that's probably why it doesn't have the
to
bloatware or
control
spyware on the Enterprise Edition.
Oh. So Pro's not good enough anymore. You have to go Enterprise now. You have
They have to spend $200 more or something. I don't know. I don't look at the prices.
I got it for free. I literally bought on Amazon a $5 Windows Professional license key, and it got automatically upgraded to the fucking Enterprise Edition. So I'm like, okay, thanks Microsoft.
Microsoft.
We gotta watch our language. We gotta watch our language on here.
Yeah, he's told me that
Yeah,
plenty of
the-
times. He's told me that plenty of times.
Yeah, the language on here. All 32
I am-
viewers.
I'm always
I am-
bored
I am-
before I
I am
show up
wholesome.
in here. They always point at me and go, "Chum, language," and I'd be like, "I'll watch my
Right.
mouth." Okay.
We didn't do that. We didn't do that.
Okay.
That might have been your...
Wow.
I've done it
We were
physically,
busy-
but I know you did it.
I didn't.
You did.
I literally did
Oh,
not.
okay, telepathically. Well, AZH, like most people aren't usually doing these crazy avatar designs like within their first year of VR chat. What do you have background in VR in 3D design? Is that something you're familiar with? It's pretty complicated.
I did do some pretty basic animations on Blender, and because I'm just
Oh, okay.
like I studied 2 years for web works and design and just graphics
I
in
see.
general. Also like video editing, websites managing, as well as just programming in general. So I have some basis, but for VRChat, it's really that I installed VRC and I was like, oh well, there's a lot of package and the community seems to have like a lot of tools online to do avatars and stuff. And so I just basically spent 2 days on Unity on one avatar. And so I just like started learning the basics, and Unity has like a very like straight learning curve, because even though the interface has some specificities and not everything is like working the same way depending on what you want to do, it has this very like accessible thingy where you know everything is going to be here. For example, in VRC, Avatars 3.0 used the graph editor for the animations. and the controllers are very easy to make. You manually make the transitions. It's very much like those easy of access programming tools for learning programming, where you have like your physical blocks where you link them together, so, and it's very easy to learn. So I think Unity is like a good tool in the way that it's easy to learn and you can still do somehow advanced stuff with it.
Yeah.
But it's not like a professional software. Like Blender is not actually a professional software, but it can be used as a professional software because it has a lot of add-ons, and it is very powerful. But with Unity, you feel more restrained, even if it's easy of access.
Yeah.
A lot of professional games use Unity, or is it like more for
there's a lot of
indie?
It's not only for indie games, it's for games that need to be compatible across multiple like hardwares, because
see.
Unity has versions running on mobile hardware as well as just web browsers, for example. But for actual games, you cannot really go in depth because Unity is a very superficial editor, I would say.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, because I've met a lot of people making avatars, and it's like your stuff is very advanced. You get the animations. You also do custom animations. And people who don't play VR chat a lot, or even have a PC, animations are like these. I don't know how to describe it, like custom rendering engines, or like where you can just take over people's vision. You can like take them over and give them an experience.
Oh no.
That's
So
You can numb a man.
basically, yeah, there's custom shaders that abuse Unity's rendering, because in VRChat actually have like a specific custom Unity rendering. Some layers of the rendering are already used by VRChat for the default thingies, but some shaders can abuse other things that can overlap your menus, for example. It just depends on how you draw it, because VRC doesn't actually prevent you from using those shaders. You can basically do anything you want, and that's where the fun is. I mean, you can do animations that are not very well optimized, like those things. I'm not sure if I must play it near you or near the camera for it to work, so I'm just gonna go near the camera. And
I moved it up to the front so you can
activate
look
the
at it.
mirror.
So it's like right in the middle.
Yes, but I have to be close because I have like this animation, but it works in a 5 meters radius.
Let's
Okay,
see.
maybe this one. Let's this.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, that's creepy.
Goodness.
A dome.
I am lost.
I don't even know if they can hear us over this. Look at that.
That's because you're at our avatar.
Maybe we should put a seizure warning on this.
Maybe.
Oh, do you have your avatar volume up?
Yeah, it's
I'll
up.
generally do like a little
okay.
prevent just before, because well, it can be intense for
at
some
that.
people.
Oh, your eyes are on fire.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the eyes are on fire whenever I activate one of the things. I even have like sound animations.
Poopy head.
Oh, jeez.
Poopy head.
Well,
It's a
you have
soundboard
really-
built
You
in.
have a really cool narrator voice doing that, but that's not just anybody doing those voices. Who's that cool narrator?
Well, slap my ass and call me 1929, 'cause I am the Great Depression.
It's your very own voice doing that. That's really incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
my second avatar. I made the first
Yeah.
one I made. I just spent hours and hours like putting add-ons and things into it. So I'm gonna finish off like this one. I'm gonna finish showing it because it has some more funny things. And then I'm gonna
Yeah,
show you the
let's-
original one after if you wanna talk. So
Oh, let's
I
see,
kept like
let's
the
see.
base Nardo edition, but I also added like the wings, because the base Nardo is just the base. There's no scarves behind, but actually like took those wings from another Unity game, and I had to redo the animation so I can keep the things. So if I go fast, like running backwards or towards somebody, the wings will dynamically move and change the animation regarding the speed of the avatar. Same thing for if I
that's
jump, for
incredible.
example. If the avatar doesn't touch the ground, the wings will be animated. And so same thing for the hand gestures. The hand gestures command some of the wings opening or not. And I can choose all of that. It's all working with the same controller. There's no new controller added. All the animations are basically transplanted from the wings controller to the avatar controller, because I need to access the avatar controller to have access to the hand gestures value. So that was like a little challenge, because I had to go in each of the animation files, open them up as text files, and then switch
Oh my
the
goodness.
path to the bones automatically using like a code editor and automate everything. So it was fun to learn how to do that. And then also the material switch. This avatar is really unoptimized because it has a lot of avatars and polygons because of the wings, which are not really optimized. I'm working on an optimized version, and I have a friend who did another Nardo base and actually optimized the wings, and he made it quest compatible. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Goodness, I mean, yeah, we see a lot of content creation, and like this is some crazy stuff. You're doing some wicked, neat stuff. Yeah, that's incredible.
I mean, it's not the best. It's nothing incredible because there's a lot of creators which their avatar are really, really advanced in the way that they put a lot of work into it, and they really go for like a theme or just an idea. Whereas me, I just put random things, and if it looks nice, I keep it, and if it doesn't, I just
like
redo
that.
it.
Yours are beautiful. Yours have like a lot of things going on. It's definitely something to take in. Have you ever thought
this
about
one's
designing a
just
world?
void.
Or- Yeah. Let's see.
I didn't try designing worlds yet, because I simply like spent all my time on avatars and don't have like enough time to do much more recently because
I
of
see,
just
yeah.
college and things. But I
Sure.
want to add more animations to my avatar first because I have so many ideas where I just listen to a song and imagine like, oh, I could do an animation where there would be like a black and white alter ego of the Naruto going up and then the fucking lasers that were placed on the music to represent different emotions and all.
Yeah.
And just
yeah.
scrambling, shooter-loopets, fantastical magic things.
Yeah. No, I like how passionate you are. That's great. Oh goodness. And you were there. You were helping us on the Christmas special too. Like, what was it? We were doing the very intro scenes, and we lost some footage to that camera glitch that was happening. And you were there being our cameraman.
Yeah.
That was really nice of you.
I
was
redid
fun.
some of the shots in it, as well as the intro, and I do plan on doing some motion design with the intro if I have time.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to for the intro. What we're gonna have to do now that Zay's not in the special, I guess we're gonna have to, because we're actually people are already gonna have seen the intro that you've done, but it's already gonna have happened.
Just cut him out.
I guess Cynthia was wondering.
Maybe.
Yeah, just
Maybe. I mean,
That's what
Yeah.
the cut tool is for. That's why you take the scissors and you just.
That is where
Sorry,
the
Zay.
editor's powers
Merry
come in
Christmas.
place.
yeah, and I think Cynthia wanted us to ask you if you'd be willing to do an intro for our show, like that's a permanent intro.
of
I don't know
course.
if that'd
Yeah,
be-
I mean, I did the first one in like 20 minutes. Maybe just
Goodness.
making sure of the volumes and all. So of course, I
Yeah.
can do the rest. It's nothing of
All right.
of a problem.
Yeah, I'd love to have your creative talent. I mean, Chomp Bum.
Here we
The next thing I got to figure out, we have these such cool shows that we're doing. How do we get from 32 viewers? How do we get at least 33 viewers? How
So-
do we get that extra person? How do we get
I
34
feel
viewers?
like you might want to, if you really want to appease the algorithm, like start using hashtags
don't want
to
stabbed
try
or
and get.
something.
Oh.
I thought you got
Try
stabbed
and
or
get
something.
bigger viewers
more
on.
viewers.
Like I have an idea for a person. I don't know if they said yes or no or not. I'm just too much like, maybe not. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't ask them. Although I do really want to ask them on the show because I feel like that'll be a fun time.
What?
Yeah.
I had to like
It
mute
seems
myself
like
for a bit.
You promote drinking water.
Oh
yes,
yes,
make sure
wait,
they-
no.
Oh, we're talking about alcohol?
Come at your camera. Listen,
No,
listen.
No, water.
People at home,
Water.
listen to me, okay? Listen to what I have to say to you. Otherwise, I will make sure. I'll come over there and make sure you do it yourself, okay? Eat plenty of food, drink plenty of water, get a healthy
the
amount of sleep.
greatest
Make
Christmas
sure you take
special.
care of your body, okay? Otherwise, I will come for you, and I will make sure
Sai,
that you do all
it's
those
been good.
things.
It's been good doing. It's been good doing a project with you.
Yeah. I am
I might
tired.
not have been here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
much or long of it, but it's been fun, I'd say.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was such a fun Christmas special. What do
No,
you think?
that was so much
Yeah,
fun.
it's
It was
fun,
so
it's
much fun.
I learned a bit about avatar creation, which I want to get into. I really want to create my own avatars.
Yeah, I know. AZH is the.
I kind of do it, but not to his degree.
What? I just
There is
didn't
an
get that.
act on camera. I've been staring at his thighs.
I made that
I-
avatar for
and
him.
all that.
I made
It's
the
like- it's like-
avatar for the pink guy.
Well,
That's-
look at my tail. There's three full details
Yeah,
on
I
my
also
tail.
see the tail, but the first thing my eyes caught was the thighs, and that's all I could look at.
I love
Like,
that.
throughout most of the video,
Hours.
probably throughout most of the video, probably see me like looking at the center.
That's
body,
really cool.
sometimes looking at person's heads, and then just like slowly look down.
That's
to
really
person's
cool.
eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been fun. It's been a fun production.
Notice you have gained a new title.
So,
Adored by the absolute
random
zeitgeist
dancing, best part of
humanity.
Venture. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Ah, this one again.
Oh yeah.
that is dropping my frame so bad.
Good job. But for the good reasons. Because it's gamer.
Gamer moment.
Gamer hours.
Are you playing any good games, AZH? You playing any good video games lately?
It looks like you play Warframe.
Y-
I see the lotus symbol on there.
yeah, Warframe. Because the new war just dropped out, and it's like the best quest ever.
That
Warframe
ending,
really-
that ending
I mean-
messed me up. I was like, what the hell is
Yeah,
going on?
The final battle before the sun being eaten by a giant sentient ship with just a couple quarrel about who's the daddy and who's the mommy.
And then it stops, and then Wally shows up on a massive wall with a face on it, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
It's like, oh well, modern art, finally. I'm adding books.
I got a book, don't worry
adding
about it.
books to me. Why are you adding books to my ass? I don't want books in my ass.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants
there
books
we
in
go.
their ass. They're hard and they're uncomfortable. Trust me, I should know.
Well, this will be a good way to end. Don't sit on books, everyone. Use something else other than books to sit on.
Use a fluffy
Alright.
cushion or your anything you have actually, as long as it's not uncomfortable. But
Your significant other's thighs, if you have one.
no, okay,
Yeah, but-
okay. That's.
I genuinely
quite
want
a
to
good
say,
idea.
that producing this Christmas special was actually one of the most fun things I've done in a while. Just trying to shoot the aerial
Yeah.
photography, coming up with like a vision, working with Sai. I know Sai
This
that
has definitely been
tired
interesting.
you out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a fun little Christmas special. And that's the whole point. The point of the show is just to have a show that we can keep fun and not worry about trying to appease an algorithm. But anyways, I think we're about here to
Algorithm
sign off.
B,
Everybody.
I'm not going to finish that because we want to make sure the swearing is
Yeah.
in an all-time low.
Keep it heavy
Algorithm
going. Anyways,
destruction.
I want to thank Sai. I want to thank Cynthia. I want to thank Zay. I want to thank Chambam. I want to thank AZH. Everybody for showing up. I want to thank all of our guests who've been on. It's been a very fun special. All right, everybody, you take care.
Okay, bye.